talk about the origin story of the magical cowboy hat and how it came into existence. Okay, so what I'm about to share with you is factual and true, and be ready for an interesting story, as I frequently travel through different timelines and enter into different worlds and realities and whatnot. Uh, Might as well go ahead and put the magical cowboy hat on, right? At one point, I found myself in this world, a different planet than Earth, where I'm broadcasting from now, or recording from now. And in that world, there were these dark entities that survived off of and thrived off of light. And so when you're there on this in this reality, in that world, the majority of the people lived on the dark side of this planet. One side was light and one side was dark. So they lived in the darkness. But a lot of the ambience and tone of the atmosphere of that reality kind of reminds me of in here right now. A lot of the times when you're at someone's house, these people loved light. They appreciated and loved light a lot. So you would often find them using lights. They especially like neon colors and in this world, it was kind of a rugged territory too, right? Think of New Mexico, Arizona. It was like that, and the majority of people drive big rig tractor trailer trucks, and the purpose of that was because of the necessity to move things in a certain way, which is not important to really talk about right now, but it also kept them high off the ground when they had to travel through the territories where the beings were that would that survived off of light, or were attracted to light. They didn't survive off the light. I should have said that. They didn't survive off the light, but they thrived off of people's thoughts, people's negative energies. If they had any kind of fear or negative energy, these creatures would pick up on it, and then that person could potentially become their victim. So the people there had to figure out a way to survive in this world. So most of them were driving these big trucks to get to and from different places. You would never drive a car from one place to another, because if you're driving in a car in the darkness, there's light, and then they would surround the car and try to feed off of that person's negative energies, or inflict negativity to draw fear from them, to suck their energy out of them. So I went to this world in order to help them. I found myself there to combat these beings and figure out a way to where they can improve their life and live in that world. Some dared to go into the lighter part of the planet, to where they could experience like things like beaches and daylight types of stuff and plants and stuff, because the beauty of nature was still there. Now it was highly dangerous for these entities, for these people, because of the entities that would wander around anywhere there was light. So I went there and I figured out a way to kind of kill off the entities, and I did it through this hat. I figured out the physics of that world and the quantum physics of that world, and I was able to develop this contraption here. I've got a detector, and it would detect the monsters or these entities, and it would phase them out of that reality. It would actually make them turn into cute puppies, basically. If you want to make it that way, these entities were visible. They came in the form of shadows, and as soon as you can, turn them off from being energy suckers, uh, they do a complete 180 and become really kind and helpful to the people of the planet. And so I created this contraption and this device to locate them, and it would also draw them near because they would see the light and they would come to it. And then through my telepathic means and telekinetic abilities, I was able to tap into the frequencies with the gems or the stones on this hat that powered the hat. All these stones powered the hat, and through that, I was able to stop the entities from being harmful to the people. So they manufactured these hats all over uh, that planet, and were swiftly able to begin taking back their planet. And they don't know where these entities came from, but they just were there. And like I said, really cool place. A place like where I'm at now in my living room is how a lot of their homes looked on the inside, with this color scheme, and everything just looked, they enjoyed the light so much. And uh, so I made this hat and I brought it back here to this world, and that's what this is. So I hope that you've enjoyed my story about how I was able to save that planet from uh, the entities, and I look forward to sharing more in the future. Peace.